This is Steve Smith, owner of Monsta Block Kennels. I'm out here chilling in rainy Napa Valley, California. I'm here with my boy Blue Dot, one of my studs. And you're experiencing things of that nature. You owe it to yourself to tune in. Have a great day.
Episode 5.
I don't want to stop, and you know we guarantee to give you what we got. Let's go. Left Coast Kings, and you owe it to yourself.
What's up with it, folks? Cal Grizzly, the chef, most of the time. Chef D. By now, you know you can call me D. I am the Left Coast Kings. What's good with it?
What up, world? Thing 2, Doc Madness, also known as Madman Smooth, Sweatshop Recordings, and Demolition Man Productions. You're now tuned in to Things of That Nature.
You owe it to yourself.
Yeah.
So what's going on today, man? How you feeling, bruh?
Bruh, another blessed day to be on top of the ground instead of below it. What about yourself?
Same here, man. No complaints. Shit, ain't nobody listening no way, right?
Right. I'll listen every now and then.
Oh, yeah, you know. Yeah, but we different, though, so, you know. Yeah,
I got you. Hey, man, I was watching something on TV the other day, bro. We're going to have to bring this to the forefront, man, and it has to deal with some 420 things, but we're going to keep that kind of on the wraps until we put it up, because I think a lot of people, especially in that California, they're going to love that.
You know that. West, baby. Yeah. So what we got on today's agenda, man?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I think we got something very special, as we always do. Monsta Block Kennels, right?
Oh, okay.
Right.
707. Yeah.
In the house. Yeah. So we're going to have him come up here and bless us with some game and some knowledge about what they do out there in that 707 with the MBK. But before we do all of that, D, we're going to go ahead and show some love to some of the support and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have your mans.
All right, now. Don't y'all go nowhere.
Yay. What's going on with all my folks out there worldwide? It's your boy Yada the Mean Cook. You are now in tune to Things of That Nature. You owe it to yourself, shawty.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back. And in this segment of Unfiltered Convos, we got MBK, Monsta Block Kennels. My man Steve Smith is here with us. What's up, bro?
What's happening, y'all?
Man,
All right.
chilling.
All right.
Man, where you posted up at?
I'm out here in rainy Napa Valley, California.
I heard that.
Out with the grapes and the wine and stuff, you know.
Yeah. Shout out Napa.
Yeah.
What's good with y'all?
Oh, man, you know, just doing what it do. You know, here to discuss some things of that nature. You know what I mean? So, so give us a little bit about Monsta Block Kennels, man.
Well, shoot, Monsta Block Kennels was started about, my baby's 4, almost 5 years old now. So, started with my girl, Lady Sativa, Olde English Bulldogge. Always wanted Olde English Bulldogs, and finally was able to get one. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And the breeding came along is I just wanted to make a dog that I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, D, you own the firstborn of Monsta Block.
Yes, sir.
You know,
I am a proud Monsta Block Kennel family member. You know? Yep.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I love you for it, man. But
right on.
You know, the plan was really to keep all three of them in the first off, so I could build my kennel that way. You know what I mean? But one thing led to another, and decided to go a different route. You know, so but yeah, you know, it just started for me wanting to make a certain type of look for myself.
Okay.
And
Okay.
all of a sudden, Monsta Block Kennels was born, right? You know, so,
That's what's up.
we're 3 litters in, and Lady Sativa has had her last litter, so
What's
we're
up?
gonna have a retirement party for her here pretty soon. Sometime in
That's
March,
what's
I
up.
think.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
So, but yeah, that's a little bit of the Monsta Block Kennels. We're stationed out in the 707 in Vacaville, California.
Right on.
We just
Y'all
had a
better
litter.
tap in.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Tap in.
These dogs are great, man. And we just had a litter of 8 and found homes for all of them. So
That's
they're all doing well.
Okay.
So yeah,
who do you have with you today?
Today, let me go grab him. Let me see where he's at. He's inside right now. Today,
All right.
I got my
Yeah,
man.
he always got somebody rolling with him, so you gotta see who's his road dog
Right
today.
here.
Right.
Blue Dot. This is Blue Dot right here, not Blue Face.
Okay.
Blue Face at home. This
That's
is Blue
right.
Dot, he's 11 months old. He was born in January. He's gonna be one of my studs when he's ready. So he's almost ready. He's a blue tri-merle. Can't really see him really well, but he's very friendly dog. There you go.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
All my
dog.
dogs are great, man. Have great man. We breed for a good temperament, big lap dogs, as you can see. You know.
Yes, I know personally.
So yeah, I got Blue Dot with me today.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, you know what, Smooth? We forgot to ask him something, man.
We sure did. We sure did.
Go on ahead.
We can go ahead and grab that at the tail end, though, right before we
Okay,
let it go.
for sure.
Yeah, that's no problem. No
So,
problem.
where did the name Monsta Block come from? And why'd you name the kennel? Where'd you get the name from?
Well, the name we was going through several names, and I don't know, names wasn't ringing in well. My homeboy Darren Baker, we call him Bake. His record label's called Monsta Block Music, and
For sure.
rest in peace.
Yeah,
He-
Bake, where you at? Tap in, bruh.
GB, see, that's
Come on,
plug,
Six City.
GB.
What it do? I'll
Six
ask you
City,
folks,
come on,
man.
boy. Yeah.
Told you we real with it, man.
Hey, I told
Yeah.
him, man. You know, I told him tap in with y'all, and so he should be.
Right on.
But yeah, Monsta Block came about with just the circle, man. You know, rest in peace to Edie Kane.
Yep.
Pretty much
Rising
started
power,
with him.
rising
Pretty
power.
much, you know, underworld monsters and stuff like that. So, I just asked Bake if I could use part of the name, and he okayed it, man. And so, and then Monsta Block Kennels
Salute.
was born.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Vic Steve. What
Yeah.
would you give advice to somebody, like the pros and the cons of getting started? If somebody was young and saying, hey, you know what, I want to, go in that direction. Just give a little bit of insight or some highlight on that for us.
Definitely has some money behind you. It's not it's not cheap doing this.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me why your dogs why you ask so much for your dogs. $2,500 I don't believe is really too much asking for a dog. Some dogs do reach around $3,500, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot that goes into that price. I deliver every puppy, you know.
Mhm.
I'm there 2.5 weeks with mom and the puppy, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time and love put in that people don't see in the background.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of cleanup. You know, I mean, there's just a lot
Right.
of stuff like that. You definitely got to have some space.
But most of all, man, you gotta have the love for it. If you don't have the love for it, don't do it. You know,
Right,
if you're in
right.
for it for the money, it's not. It's profitable, but you know, I'm not in for it, to be honest with you, for the money. It's just I do it for myself, and then I love placing dogs in homes that people want them, and they bring joy and love to the home, and they're just not no ordinary dog. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You know, D can attest. He has one. You know?
Definitely. I got the firstborn, and that's my pup, man. That's my homie. He's a part of the show. He's a part of the show. So because if he ain't snoring in the background, he whining on my lap, something. He trying to, he wants some attention. They're real lovable dogs, real good temperament. You know what I mean? So man.
My first advice really is just to have love for it. You know, I grew up with dogs all my life. I've had dogs. You know, they've come and go. I've raised them. I've had to put them down. All my life since I was like 5-6 years old. I had dogs. You know, I'm 51 now, so you know, it's just you gotta have the love for it. Like I said, you have to have patience, a little bit of money to back you up a little bit, because there is complications. You know, you might have to bring the dog to emergency room. Hopefully you wouldn't have to do that. You know, some dogs might need C-sections. You know, there's a lot into it. It was definitely you know, you got to do your, your homework. You know what I mean?
So I can definitely tell, man, that you put a lot of time into that as well. Sounds like you're very nurturing, so I know that has a lot to do with the temperament of the dogs, and you explain that, and that's something that goes into the price that really can't be gauged, because the temperament of a dog, definitely, especially if it's going to be around youngins. So that's one of the big things. You know, I mean, I got litter of kids, so they've been raised around dogs, always around dogs, but it's been the temperaments that we get them from good breeders. So like when you said the price, it's like me and D is shaking our heads like, nah, that's not a bad price, because you pay for what you get really when it comes to that, that breeding. So definitely sounds like you put in the time and the effort, man. We appreciate that.
Because you're bringing a loved one into your home, you know what I mean? Like you don't go to the car spot and be like, why is that car too much? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but,
exactly.
You know, like first question is why are your dogs so much? But I pick and choose the owners of my dogs. That's another thing. They just don't go to anybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
And all the majority of them are going to homes with kids. So and I get updates. You know, they're my babies. I know where every single one of my puppies are. I can call the owner right now and be like, can I have a picture? So it's just more than just letting them go to a home. Like, I keep involved with them, and so that's just me though.
Nah, that's tight though, bro. I got an attachment with it.
Yep. Mine has had many play dates with his mama and his sister.
That's
for sure, man.
Yeah.
So we need to get him out. He's looking good, man. We got to put him out on the website for a stud.
Yeah. It's time to stud out the firstborn. Yep.
There you go, man.
Sure, because he looks great, and
70 pounds of muscle, bro. He all muscle. Swole. I don't know. I think he do push-ups in his room at night or something. I don't know. He's swole.
Yeah. I show pictures of him to a lot of people, and they're like, man, he's beautiful, and so we got to get him out there.
Yep, definitely. We're gonna work on that for sure.
Yeah,
it's tight.
Yeah. Yep. Well, man, we want to thank you for being here, man, and blessing us with some game on Monsta Block Kennels. Do you have any Instagram or social media handles you want to put out there? Website?
Really, just the website. I mean, I do have social media at Lady Sativa. OEB is the Instagram, but mostly I just monsterblockkennels.com. If you want anything, all the information is there for the puppies. You can see updated pictures,
That's
everything.
Yeah.
So if you just
okay.
go to monsterblockkennels.com, I try to.
You want to
But
spell that out so that way? I mean, we'll put the the tag too, but just put, there you go, MBK MONSTA, y'all, STA Block Kennels.
I'm trying to get it. Sorry.
Nah, we'll
all
do
good.
you one. It's all gonna come up. We're gonna put the logo. We're gonna splash it. So you
There it
good?
goes,
Yeah,
right there.
that's perfect right there.
Yep. Just
Tap
put a
in
.com.
707, y'all.
Yeah.
707. Yep. So man, I appreciate you guys, man.
Yep, right on, brother. We appreciate you too, man. And
Hey.
once I touch down back out there, I'm gonna tap in.
For sure, man. You're only 6 hours away this time, not a few states.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just glad
I had to get
have
back
you
to Cali. That's another story,
Yeah.
though.
Right.
Yep.
It's just glad to have
Shit.
you back. You're closer.
Right on.
Yep,
Yep, it's
yep.
good to be back in Cali, man. Ain't nothing like it. That's real talk, especially when you go somewhere else. It's
Right,
like, nah.
right. That's when you really miss it.
Yeah.
Where it snows. You know what I mean?
Oh man, yeah, you can miss me with that. That's nice to visit, but I don't want to live there.
For sure.
Not at all. Yes, sir. Well, man, that's gonna wrap it up for Unfiltered Convos. I'm D,
Right on.
I'm the Doc.
and this
Yeah,
is
my man,
Monsta Block
Steve.
Kennels.
Monsta Block Kennels. It was great talking to y'all.
Right on.
Welcome back
right.
anytime, brother.
Yep. Always.
All
Don't
right.
go nowhere. We'll be right back.
All right, y'all. Yeah, that's what we talking about right there, my dude D. Man, MBK,
Yes, sir.
shout out to you, Steve. Man, thank you for stopping through and doing us that big favor, man. We gonna get you back on here as well, man. And shout out to, what's the name of the dog? The moms of your dog?
Oh, that's a Lady Sativa. And the dog he had with him was Blue Dot.
Okay, salute to them as well. And Lady Sativa, huh? That's kind of ironic because I think later on the show we got something special for them, right?
I think so too. Yeah.
Mhm. That's what it do, my guy. So how's your dog doing, man? Anything you want to add to that? I know you got the firstborn from one of his breeds and litters. So
Yes, sir.
any input on that?
Yeah, I do have he's the firstborn out of the first litter. So he's the first offspring of Monsta Block Kennels, and man, they're really a good, like, even-tempered dog. He's a spoiled ass, but I mean, that's just him. Like, I don't know what his issue is. He loves attention, so no matter where we go, he gets looks, man, and so everybody's like, "Oh my God, can I touch him?" And he's like, he loves the attention. So you take him to the beach, bro. He'll go pull up to somebody and sit down in their little circle and just be like, "Hey, what's happening? One of y'all gonna have to rub me, or I'm not leaving." Like,
Right.
yeah. So yeah, they're real. They're real mild mannered dogs. Not too hyper or nothing, man. They just they like attention. They're good with kids.
I was just about to ask that, man, because I know a lot of people who inquire about dogs. A lot of them want something for protection, but also want something that's good with temperament with kids, man. And a lot of these breeds have bad, a bad surrounding with them. Like a lot, like we'll just say pit bulls or
exactly.
But I mean, I was raised with pit bulls around my kids and all the time, man, and they love
the owners.
Yeah.
It really is. It's the owners, and it's how the owner treats the dog and raises the animal, man. Like,
right.
My uncle used to always have pit bull. Right. Never had a problem with them dogs, man. Around the kids, Rottweilers, never an issue around the kids, man. It's the way it's how you train them. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And like with mine, he loves the kid that lives over here. It's a little 3-year-old kid on the property, and no issues. Get a little too excited when he sees him, but other than that, because he wants to play and all that stuff. So
and they're very playful dogs, and a lot of people take that as aggression because they're barking, their tail is going, they're getting to them. It's like, chase me, play with me.
That's all he want to do is he want to be loved on. He's hella spoiled, man. This cat'll sit and whine at you, like, and just whine because he wants to be rubbed. As soon as you stop, he'll start whining again. Be like, bro, come on, man. You know, like, dude. Yeah, and it's like he does it in the middle of a movie. You're watching a movie, and he like comes right up in the, you know, sits in front of you and starts whining like, bro, you see me watching this? And he's like, yeah, I know. That's the problem. You watching this.
Yeah, you doing this and not doing what I want you to do. So,
yeah, but they're real lovable dogs, man. He looks intimidating because he's got a short stature. He's shorter than his mom. So he didn't get his height from his mom. He got his dad's complexion and height. And he's just real swole. He's real buff. And the other two, his two sisters, they're taller, and one's taller and slimmer, and her name is Little Mama. And then the other one, who looks spitting image of her mom, her name is Bella. And the people who purchased her, they have grandkids, so that's like the kids named it, you know. So they're nothing but pleased with what they have. So
awesome. Yeah. We thank Steve for, you know what I'm saying, breeding a good breed and having a good, you know, once again, training them and the parents. So I'm sure that goes to the offsprings as well. So definitely, if you guys are looking into a dog, check out, if you're in the area, Monsta Block Kennels in the 707. We'll have contact information in the description below. But if not, then just take some of the information and use that when you guys go looking at, you know, picking up, purchasing your dog. So definitely we appreciate that. But moving right along here, my guy, Lady Sativa, I think that gives us into intro into what we're going to be doing next. But for a quick second, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to go ahead and get our minds right. And then we're going to come right back with something special what you got.
For sure. Don't go nowhere unless you got to go to the bathroom. You need you peeing on yourself.
Yeah, or worse. Yeah.
Or worse, yeah.
How's you gon' get? That package loud, tracking flies on shit. These sessions overlap, marathon it. Just walking on clouds in my hood, there reek no gum, so my breath match every time I speak. But this a new anthem, light 'em up, Big Chief. Preach, preach. I like the way them hips swing when my eyes low. Your silhouette's looking bomb through that cloud of smoke. Rolling like a non-pro, it didn't even choke. About to light up another one, let's go. Let's start the next session, ready? I got the light, a couple more pulls, elevating top fly. First class with the service, got you feeling right. Just don't forget to pass it to the left side. Time, especially when this music takes away all the grind. Helps ease the pain, keeps all the focus tight. Stand strong, that's a cold motherfucker, Dolomite. You smell it on me, I ain't tripping. It's in the air, even before it became legal. And didn't care, stamped it official. Her cases that ran in pairs. Yeah. You see, I might even pull from the private stock. Lock and low, blow your brains out with one pop. And I ain't talking pistols, talking about that private crop. Connect, got a strand only for the fan buy. And I don't really care about all the fancy names. Everybody smoking saturated with a bunch of lame. Hard out here for
All right, y'all. The moment that we've been waiting for. Here we go, man. D, you want to go ahead and start us off in the right direction, my guy?
Man, well, I guess I would say pass the Dutchie to the left-hand side. This segment right here is for all the 420 friendly people, the advocates, the enthusiasts, the partiers, the hippies, whatever you want to call yourself, because we're not going to call you nothing but Thingsters. So, without further ado, y'all, let's get into Stone Not Stupid. All right, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to Stone Not Stupid. And this segment right here is for the 420 friendly, the advocates, the so-ons and so-ons, man. We're not going to get into labels and names. We know we all like to smoke. You feel me? For whatever reason you do it for, you do it for. We ain't no judgment here. You feel me?
Yep.
So before we get deep into this, Smooth, Madman,
what it do?
What is your favorite way to medicate?
My favorite way to medicate, flower, bro. Flower, man. I'm an old school dude. Not as far as old school as in joints. That ain't my thing, man. I'm more old school as in blunts, bro. And that's my thing, bro. My favorite way to medicate. I've tried other ways. I've tried, of course, tincture. I've tried, dabs. I've tried, all, you name it, man. Pills, edibles, all of that, things of that nature, bro. But yeah, that's my way. What about yours, man? I see you over there getting it in.
Yeah, I'm already getting it in. It's 420 somewhere, right?
Righteous.
You feel me? With me, I prefer flower. As you can see, I roll a cigar side. This was, celebrating and ushering up the new year, even though it's not really the new year, but we'll talk about that another time. So flower is my thing. I don't mind edibles because I dabble, as you'll see in future episodes of Stone Not Stupid. I got a little game. I know a little something, whipping up some shit. You know what I'm saying? I know the recipe. You know what I mean? So yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. So flower is my favorite, man. Do you prefer sativa, indica, hybrids? No preference. What is your what I'm saying? What's your preference when it comes to?
I'll smoke anything, but my preference is really, bro, is a hybrid sativa dominant. Hard to find.
Okay.
I like sativa, man, because I'm into music, anything creative, the arts, the graphics, the video designing, stuff of that along those lines, and that it really helps me to sit down and just get, because sometimes indica makes you just lethargic, and that's when I want to sit back, watch a movie, Netflix night. You know how that can be. So that's when that comes in handy. But what about you? What's in that
Same here.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you what's in it. There's a mixture of probably like 3-4 different strains, a little cocktail, yeah.
But I do that idea.
Say what?
I wonder how you got that idea.
Oh man, from you, of course. If for y'all that don't know, I smoked my first blunt with this man way back in the somewhere back there, yeah, somewhere near Rosa Parks and them. I don't know, but I love a sativa because I like to do stuff, man. So I don't like to sit. So that's my go-to right there. But if I want to chill, give me a 60-40 hybrid that might be indica dominant, just for the relaxation and the excuse me, something like that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's my thizzle. What kind of papers you use, or not papers because you roll blunts, but so what kind of blunt wrap or cigar, swish or
Philly, I try to keep everything tobacco free when I smoke. So I do have choices. The Hemperillos, naked. I like using those, but I just got turned on by another paper that somebody brought to me, and I got a little bit right here. It's called Blunts and Roses. And man, these right here, bro, it's made off of the petals of roses, bro. So it's like,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's all flower, bro, and it's tobacco free. So they shout out to my guy Eddie. You know what I'm saying? Eddie G. He introduced that to me, and man, they've been good, bro.
I've ordered those off of Amazon in a cone form. They was pretty slick. Yeah, it was a lot smoother smoke than, you know.
You get to taste the actual the flavor of your flower. You get to actually taste that. And then when you're rolling, it's a very, very light, like, you know, you get that almost outdoory feel, because like I said, it's rose petals. One thing I don't like about them is that they do remind me of joints because they go out constantly. So it ain't one of those things that you could just, you know, light and just keep puffing. You're going to be relighting that a couple of different times. If you just like to, you know, take a couple of hits and then talk or whatever you're doing, it's going to go out, which is good in its own right. You know what I'm saying? It kind of savors your weed capacity, just letting it burn by itself and letting the air or whatever smoke it. But, you know, but definitely is something that if you haven't tried it, man, I suggest go ahead and add that to your repertoire. Yeah. What about yourself, man? I know you said cones there for a second.
Yeah, I'll mess with some cones from time to time, but I prefer it's a tea leaf that I use. So it's a tobacco and, you know, nicotine tobacco, and they also advertise hemp-free tea leaf. You know, hemp-free? Yeah, both. They're natural tea leaves. Yeah. Okay. So I mess with them. I can't think of the name off the top, and I don't have one in front of me right now. So we'll put it in the link or something, and maybe in a later show we'll talk about it. But they're I like them. Come 5 in a pack, little Ziploc seal pouch. You know what I mean? They cool.
That kind of reminds me of like the frontal leaves.
Yeah, they're like a frontal leaf, but they're rectangled to roll, and they're kind of self-rolling. Like, as soon as you take them out the package, you lay it down, it'll roll up itself. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. Okay. So they give a nice burn. Yeah.
And anybody out there who, if y'all choices are dabbing and, you know, all the other methods out there, that's just what we choose. We love to hear from you, you know, a little bit more on that, but we're not going to stay so much on just the puff side, because definitely this is Stone Not Stupid. We always like to give a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of background or something on this, what we do and how we give it to you guys as far as our subscribers and listeners. So my Thingsters, we got something special for you, man. It is January 1st. It is a Happy New Year to all of y'all. And like he said, New Year, but we'll get into that later. But we got something special for you guys, because California, who leads the damn, you know, the track in this, is they're coming out with a new law. Actually, it's already started. January 1st, it's already been moving forward. It is approved by Governor, do I want to say his name? Yeah, by the governor. He approved this. Basically, it was a Senate bill, basically 700. So Senate Bill SB number 700, which is employment discrimination. They did an amendment that he signed on October 7th of 2023, and actually went and filed with the Secretary of State the same day, and it got approved. Basically, it's the amended section 12954 of the government code relating to employment discrimination. And it's in chapter 408. And what it is basically you can no longer be reprimanded, fired, or anything of that nature, any type of disciplinary action on if they find out that you have been using marijuana, cannabis use on your own time. So once again, let me go ahead and repeat that for y'all, that y'all can really understand what this is going to be meaning for you out there. You can no longer be discriminated or get disciplinary actions on what you do on your off time when it comes to cannabis use. It basically even barring them from even asking you about it. And if anybody remembers, they used to put it on, you know, a question on your not your resume, but the application, or sometimes it was just verbal in the interview. And that would be a lot of times where they would alter on how they made a decision on hiring you, firing you, or giving any type of action or punitive action. But there are some restrictions, or should I say not even restrictions, but there are some exclusions. Okay. Now, to be excluded from this are anybody who is a construction worker or builds. This doesn't apply to you, unfortunately, at least not yet. And then also anybody who needs to get a federal background clearance for that job. So if you're somebody who's requiring to get a federal clearance, once again, for the job, this does not apply to you. You are excluded. And also if you're a builder or if you have a construction background or you're in the construction field. So one more thing I would like to add that I'm going to ask you, D, is there's also what it does is it prohibits them from actually using hair or urine tests. So they can still request blood, but it does restrict them from going ahead and requesting hair or urine test. Now they can still test for other types of drugs in your system, but not specifically for cannabis. And once again, this is something that started as of January 1st, 2024, for those that don't know. D, you go ahead and get your partake on this, man. And what do you have to add?
Man, I think this is a good amendment.
Okay.
You know, why does it matter? As long as I'm not under the influence at work and I show up and I get my job done and I'm doing things like I'm supposed to, what I do all the time really isn't your business anyway. You know, right. And that's the problem with our society. We so worried about what people doing when we ain't around. Well, if you ain't around, it means you wasn't invited, so it ain't none of your business. Stay in your lane. Like, you know what I mean? Just stay in your lane. Like, right. Even when you take it to, like Michael Phelps. Oh, he was smoking. Who cares? Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, be mad if he tested positive for steroids or something. Now you can be disappointed in the man, but because it's something that's illegal. But you worried about him smoking weed and out swimming you, knowing half of y'all can't swim. No way. Like, come on. You know, like it's just people need to learn to mind their business sometimes. And then you don't have to always put it out there that you do smoke or partake. That's, you know, that's for you. That's up to you to let who you want to know do that, you know, into your circle or whatever like that. Like I got people that know me and they know I'll partake, but you'll never see me asking them, hey, you want to, or can I go outside? And I'm cool. If this ain't what y'all do, then it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I won't do it. Like, and I'm the type, you know, if y'all see me and I'm burning, do not be upset because I rarely pass shit. Like I smoke by myself. Like this is how I medicate. Like I'm not like, you know what I'm saying, kicking it in a circle of people that I don't know, passing the Right. You know, like there's very few people that I get down with. One of them is right here on this show with me, and you know, but it's like that's my thing, and we don't have a problem putting on this platform because shit, I'm grown. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like. Yeah, and like we said, we're stoned, but we're not stupid. Like we two of the smartest dudes I know. You know, so that's enough right there. Right. But yeah, I think that's good though, man, because people, I mean, would you rather have somebody who medicates when they're off work with cannabis, or do you want them popping pills that got them, you know, they give it this stigma, but you got people who take medication that they not supposed to be operating machinery, driving a car, you know, sitting upright, you know what I mean? But they at work taking their medicine. Right. You know what I mean? Yep. Skewed judgment is skewed judgment. I don't care what you on. Like, you could be sober and fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know? It happens. Or at least that's what it looks like. They're sober.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
Well, let me ask you this, my guy. Because we live in California, okay? Like I said, we kind of like lead the charge over the hill on a lot of things, because if y'all didn't know, California was the first state to legalize back in 1996 for medicinal purposes. And then in 2016, they went ahead and got that approved for recreational use, and it was the first state, and now it's up to 24 states, which also include Washington D.C. as legalized for recreational use. So what I was going to ask you, D, is there a correlation that this is a gateway drug that you know of? I know a lot of people use this as a stigma against cannabis and 420 enthusiasts, that it's a gateway drug to other things. Do you have any input?
I think it's no. I'm sorry. No, I've never tried anything other than Mary Jane. I'm cool. Like, I don't have a want or a need. They're like, oh, somebody be like, oh, you ain't this, you ain't popped. No, I'm cool.
Right.
I don't know what that shit do. No, I know what this do. This don't do a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Right. This might have me in the kitchen whipping up some dope shit to putting something good in your belly, but it ain't gonna have me on some. I've done security in the past, and I've seen people on other shit. I'm cool, bro. Nah, right. It can't be you can't call it a gateway to anything unless you are choosing to experiment. Like, if you're like, I wonder what that's like. Weed didn't make you think that shit. You thought that on your own. So you're like, oh, let me try this. Oh, you like weed? It's better than that. Oh, let me try it. Okay. Me, I'm cool. I need to be in control of my situation. Purely at all times. And me being on, me medicating with cannabis, I've never been out of my right mind or I can't function and, do what I need to do to accomplish whatever the task is. So, yeah, I don't think it's a gateway. I think you're choosing to try something else because you're choosing to try something else, whether it's peer pressure, you're just curious. Oh, I wonder how this is gonna, I'm like, cool. I had somebody tell me, hey, we should have sex on ecstasy. You could have sex by yourself on ecstasy. You ain't gonna have. I was like, nah, I'm cool. I don't know. Just let me get a blunt. No, right. Then they were like, well, I don't like weed. Why? Just because you and your dude got robbed at a bad weed deal does not mean cannabis is bad. You just, your dude's dumb.
I mean, for one, they must have been doing it before it became legal recreational use, because that sounds like some curb serving that was going on there. But I've been doing this before it was legal. But it's one of those things. I don't believe it's a gateway. It's a gateway only if, like you said, if you choose to make it a gateway. A lot of people. And another thing is it's just like liquor. Okay, I'm gonna use that as an example because you have choices, and you do a little bit of research on like, hey, yeah, this doesn't really get me messed up, but this does. So I'm going to go, you make your choices wisely. I think when it comes to cannabis, a lot of people just say they want to smoke. They don't care. They just give me what you got. Or if they're getting it from somebody, unless you're going to a dispensary and getting the knowledge from a bud tender, things of those nature. Shout out to those individuals. But it's something that you got to know, man. You got to know what these levels mean. As me and you we're talking about the THC thing, which we're going to bring on the show as well. The THC content isn't what they portray it to be when it comes to potency. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different things that are going on that you want to look at to make sure you're getting the type of feeling that you want. Some people do it for pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I got started smoking majorly because of my pain issues in my back. But it wasn't, I was still doing it before then, but it increased dramatically because it does help. There's people that have mental issues. I know it does help with that as well.
I got nerves in my back.
Right.
Bro.
Yeah. And
arthritis.
You name it.
Doctor said, you got arthritis in your hips. I was like, oh, really? I was like, so he, here's go get these pills from the pharmacy. So I'm cool, bro. All I did was, I changed my diet.
Major.
I kept smoking. I was like, and then, I went back and he's like, did you take those pills? I was like, Doc, fuck your pills, bro. I smoke weed. I said, and I eat right. So I don't have any more pain. So fuck your pills trying to fuck up my stomach so I can come back for some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, homie.
Let me when you told your doctor, did you get any residual like pushback? Did they say anything to you? I mean,
He giggled.
He giggled. All right.
He giggled because he giggled. That's all he did. I was like, I self-medicate, doc. I said, your pills are full of shit, bro. And he just giggled and just kept on, talking. Kind of, he just giggled and like, because he knew he can't. So what he gonna say?
Yeah, exactly. And the reason why
What's
I
he
brought
gonna
that up is because I did the same thing with my back. I was going to the doctors a lot about my back, and I let them know straight up from the beginning. Like, hey, man, I don't do the whole lot of pill popping. I manage my pain by smoking marijuana. And they gave me a little bit of pushback. They were trying to, well, that's not really, there's no test, there's no studies on that. So, it's not really going to help your situation much. And I told them, but the tests and the studies on what the liver and the kidneys get done by all that, they're trying to make me, swallow every day.
Yeah.
Pause on that one. But, we definitely got to do your background. You got to understand it. And I'm going to give an experience here with that I would love to share. And this is a perfect opportunity. My son, my oldest son, he's epileptic. So he used to have a lot of seizures growing up when he was young. He's 14 now, doing very well. Seizure free. But during that time frame when they were doing all the tests and they was putting him on this heavy medication, my guy, and it was basically making him like a zombie. His mom and I it wasn't the lovely kid and energetic. It was just like this shell of himself, bro.
Yeah.
So I brought up to her, just CBD oils and, things of that nature. After me doing my research on the positiveness of what marijuana and cannabis can bring. And we talked about it and we agreed. She agreed. We did agree. I showed her the studies and different stuff that I was looking at. We chose to not give him the medication that the doctors had prescribed. And so as we go back for checkups, we weren't telling him until finally it was like he tried to give us another prescription. How's he doing? He's like, looks like he's doing well. And we told him, said, yes, ironically, is because, and we've taken him off. We weaned him off of the what you were giving him, and we started him on CBD and told him the dosage and everything. And basically, we were looked and frowned upon because we were doing a disjustice to our son. But prior to him knowing that, he was just praising how well he was doing. Exactly. So I only say that to say this. Go ahead.
That's because he was doing. Their impression is, he's doing well because of us.
Right.
That's why they got mad when they found out, it's not because of us.
It's not because of us. Right. And it's funny because he's been seizure free. Like I said, he used to have seizures pretty often. And he's been seizure free, man. And I would like to say a lot of that comes from doing our due diligence as parents, looking up and finding alternative ways to go ahead and treat this. That's why there's a thing called holistic medicine where you don't have to go down the big pharma aisle and keep putting into their pocket. And then, we all know how that goes, and we'll discuss a little bit more of that in shows to come. But yeah, I just wanted to give a positive spin. If anybody's out there and that's going through a lot of aches, pains, chronic pains, acute pains, whatever it is, man, headaches, body appetite, so some people have suppressed appetite.
Yeah.
A lot of this stuff that brings and comes out from, cannabis can be a positive impact on dealing with a lot of those ailments. So it's not just for recreational, which a lot of people like to use. It is something that is very strongly used because they'll prescribe it to you if you go into certain surgeries as well, just like they use cocaine in the medical field. And I know that because I was in that field. So I'm not just talking from the side of my neck, but that's something that we want to, that's what this show is for, is to bring awareness to things that have a bad stigma, to break those barriers. And when you know somebody that's doing it, you stop judging them on a merit that you know more now. So, just don't judge somebody by the book and its cover just because that's what they choose to do. Find out a little bit more behind it and then see if they know about the do's and the don'ts and the positives and the negatives as well. Because, there are some negatives behind there as well, but definitely it's all about putting in that time and effort. I know I'm going to say this, I'm going to pass it to you, D. There was something, I believe it was Snoop that said this, and it makes so much sense. Maybe you can agree with me, or if not, I would love to hear what you have to say on that. It's like you could take a room full of people, right? And say, for instance, you have 50 people in that room and you give them a blunt or some weed, a bong, whatever it is, right? You give that to them. People become friends. They're making store runs. You know, it's no longer mad dogging each other. It becomes more like a quick little like conversational party, right? Take 5 people and give them all liquor. You're just fighting and calling each other out and things of that nature. So, and that's not the down liquor, you guys. I'm not saying that, but this is a proven fact. Just look at your surroundings. You go to a party, the people that are causing a lot of the ruckus are the ones that are drunk. People that are like, hey, let's go to Denny's afterwards, or 7-Eleven, let's catch that flying. Those are the people that's cheap. So I'm gonna pass it to you. I did a lot of talking here, man, because I got a lot of experience and background, and I do a lot of research for myself and my family. I want to be here a long time for my kids, so I'm making sure I'm putting the right things in my body. What about you, man?
Oh, same here, man. You know, I agree exactly what you said, talking about what Snoop is. It's the truth, man. Every cannabis function I've been to, bro, they've been lit. Like, I don't care what age from. Okay, so let's take Hippie Hill. So if those of you that are in the Bay Area or California and you know about Hippie Hill, it's an event that goes down every 4/20 at the Robin Williams Memorial Park, which used to be called the Golden Gate Park, right? And they throw a function on 4/20. It's a free event. Vendors, music, DJs, tons of weed. Never an issue, bro. And I'm talking thousands and thousands of people. And our Thingsters will get a glimpse of this, because I do have plenty of video from a few years of attending. And man, but then you go to a club and you can't smoke, you know, or whatever. And that liquor, man, people get that liquor courage in them, bro. It's all bad. I've never been at a function where people are smoking weed and they fighting or anything. Mostly they hugging, laughing, and
or they're mixing. They're
mixing the two, and you're not, you know. Yeah.
So,
exactly. So it's like it's always when cannabis is involved, you tend to have less altercations. Alcohol kind of by itself, man, it just the wrong people and the wrong liquor, bro. They be thinking they Incredible Hulk, and next thing you know, it's a fight for no reason. You know. Yeah, I'm cool.
You know what I offer them after the fight?
A blunt.
A smoke.
Here, hit this, bro. Just so ease the pain of when no boy kicked you in your head, like you told you not to start nothing.
Exactly.
Didn't I tell you to drink some water instead of that last shot?
I know we're laughing about things, people, but this is true to life.
It's true to life. We've seen it.
We're not a serious show anyway. We just like to bring the content the best way that we can. But also, you know, we're Libras. What do you expect?
Exactly. We're better than the rest.
Guy. One fact, you was talking to me, you found a fact.
Enlighten
the listeners and our Thingsters.
Yeah, so man. So I was
let me know what you found on that. I'm interested.
So you know, we all know herbicides are pretty much bad news, right? They keep the weeds down, but they poison the ground, the water supply, you know, all the above, right? And it's crazy that hemp was used for centuries as an herbicide, right? Especially like from places from like Kentucky to Siberia. So it's capable of growing 6 feet in 2 weeks, and it's thickly sowed, right? So a hemp crop can outcompete all the weeds in sight. So when you grow hemp around like an area that's that grows weeds and things of that nature, the roots will kill off all the other weeds around it. Okay. You know what I mean? So you have like I said, a natural herbicide. You're not spraying crap. You're not doing any of that. So you can grow hemp and, let's say, peppers near each other. That hemp is going to keep the weeds from messing with your roots on your peppers. You know what I mean? And then you rotate your crop with seasons, and now you having that extra soil and the nutrients that the hemp left behind, yada yada. It's a lot better than you putting, chemicals in the ground. And they've been selling Roundup for how long, and now they got all these cases, bro. So it gets rid of the stuff, but what else is it doing to you? You know what I mean? To the earth, the planet, and all that stuff. So yeah, that was just something I came across. I thought that was pretty interesting, man. And we know hemp was banned long time ago because of the cotton field owners. People that were in the cotton was like, hemp's gonna put us out of business, and we done bought all these acres and acres and acres of cotton, and this hemp is like putting us to shame. So they had the big business, baby. We're gonna close the small guy out. We're gonna choke him out. They ain't about to do nothing. Right. And that's why cotton is so prevalent in society now. It's because they had the money to squash hemp. And then once you start feeding politicians a little pocket money, they're going to be like, oh yeah, slam the gavel. It's illegal.
Of course, man. I got a story to add on something like that with our breakfast and how they hornswoggled us to believe that breakfast was the most important meal of the day, and how it consisted of what it consists of for breakfast. And that was another thing. They just invested a lot of their money and had cattle and all this stuff, and was like, man, what are we going to do with all of this? So that's how we drink milk. That's how we sausage and bacon with our breakfast. But anyhow, that's a whole nother story, man. We'll bring that up and anybody look into that themselves. But also check this fact. As what D was saying, one of the things that I know about as well is hemp paper, man. So save the trees. For all my greens out there and greenies that want to save the planet, that's one way right there. We don't need to cut all these trees down. So, we used to make paper out of hemp string, stronger than any twine and anything that you can bind together, rope. So there's a lot of ways that we can be advocates of saving, our planet and getting it back to that natural state. Just starting with, just looking at the benefits of cannabis and hemp. So that's something that we're going to dive into as this segment that we are introducing to you guys grow. But it's also a fun segment. We definitely we like to hear what kind of strains you like, what's your way of medicating, and any information that you can, provide to us to enlighten us as well.
Exactly. Well accepted.
Yes, always. So in closing here, do you have anything that you want to add before I go ahead and close this session down, D?
Man, only thing I can say, smoke it if you got it. That's it, bro.
That's right. Enough said right there. So blaze, spark and blaze, and see you on the next one. This is Stone Not Stupid. I'm Doc Madness.
I'm D. We out.
Yada.
I'm off the Hennessy and the Doja, but that's just me.
Okay, y'all, welcome back. I hope you feeling lifted. If you haven't tried that strain of the day, you might want to go on and go out there and figure out where to get it. We can't tell you because we're not where you at. So, do your work and figure it out.
Either.
Yeah. And then, exactly. So, y'all do what y'all got to do to get out there and get what you need.
Indeed.
But, man, pretty good show, bro.
Man,
liking the way we rocking and rolling, man. Starting 2024 off real proper.
Yeah, I was about to pat your back, bro, and just like we've been out here hustling, grinding, and it's showing on all the episodes. It's showing on, I mean, we're behind the scenes. We do everything from top to bottom. There's nothing that we don't do. Even the troubleshooting, we ain't got no techies. We ain't got the customer support lines. We got each other, and we got people that
Doc. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. We know that, and we gonna make it happen. So, forgive us if we're a little bit late, a day late on something, man. Technical difficulties, but guaranteed we gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? We pulling up each time.
Sure.
We gonna pull up. We pulling up.
Yep.
So that's definite. I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody that blessed us in 2023 that came to the show, man. We had a fabulous start to this. We're getting good responses, like I said, with the feedback. So we like the people, we like the comments. As you see, we take our time. We try to get back to those as soon as possible. But remember, we're content creating, and we got to keep a lot of stuff going for you guys because we're not the boring type. You know what I mean? We like choices. We give y'all choices. So that's one of the things that we made that made this even happen from the jump. So definitely, I just wanted to add that, my guy.
Yes, sir. Big shout out again, Monsta Block Kennels, my man Steve. That's my brother from another right there, man. Appreciate you, bro, for taking time out your relaxation to have a conversation. So we appreciate that. And y'all gotta look forward to what's coming up 2024, man. It's not gonna stop. It's gonna keep going. We're not quitters. So y'all better buckle up because we're gonna take you for a ride for real. Right. Yes, sir. Y'all better tap in. You know what I mean? Y'all better tap in. You gotta look at it like this, folks. We create a platform for you to show your ass and do what you do. So, that's what it's all about. It's not about just me and this man up here running our mouth, having a good time. Because, we will if we have to. But we love supporting, everybody that we know, people we don't know. It doesn't matter. Like, there's no negativity over here, man. Everybody can get the ingredients to make the pie. You feel me? So,
right.
So, if you feel like we bugging you because we reaching out, it's not that. We just trying to help you shine, give you your flowers and all that good stuff while you here, man. Support you because there's more haters out there than you think. They just don't have the balls to say shit. That's all.
Right.
Real talk,
exactly. Yeah. You said something very important. It's not about us. And a lot of people, if you look at a lot of the other shows and podcasts and whatnots, I'm not gonna say they all are, but we created this to give you a platform to shine because I'll tell you this, I know D will attest to this, saying that if there was a platform coming up and all the stuff that we were doing musically and everything else, and when starting with your catering and your food stuff, if there was a platform where you could have gone and got some free advertisement in a sort of speaking way, meaning, hey, this is a platform, this is, we're going to be putting it out, you're guaranteed to do that, it's going to look good, it's going to sound good, just let the world know what you do, how they can contact you and how they can get your product. Man, I wish that was there for me, you know what I'm saying, coming up. Man, it's here now for you guys, so please take advantage, tap in.
But I think we've been on our soapbox long enough. Because we're going to do that a lot because we ain't scared of nobody, whether we in front of this camera or not. That's just, that's how you is when you bred in Pomona. 6 P's in a hex when we flex, baby. You know what it is. Yeah. That's just our nature. So don't take it personal. It's just who we are, man. But we want to thank you all for tuning in. And until next time, man, stand on it. You feel me?
Stand on it proudly. Yeah. Like, subscribe, comment, and hit us up.
Yeah.
Hit us up. We real.
We're not bill collectors. Nobody want no money in that. Yeah. Holla.
Yeah. Holla.
Out. What's up? It's your girl, Pretty Face Ari. You're now tuned into Things of That Nature. You owe it to yourself.
Things of that nature. Things of that nature.
DMP Sweatshop, come on, tell us what you talking about. Left Coast Kings, and you owe it to yourself.